Good evening traders and welcome back to TradesFX. It's Wednesday the 20th of March 2024 and as you can see here the time is 32 minutes past 10 p.m. UK time. Traders, just a short video just to follow up on the previous video here. So price has come down into our entry and as you can see now we're now short the Swiss franc Japanese yen. So I'm really, if this trade works out, I'm going to be really quite pleased about it because of the way that I've broken it down, okay, and the way now that we hopefully could potentially get to some profit. But let's see what happens. It's a pair, like I've said, I've not traded before. I have taken a live trade in my real account based on the sentiment analysis and fundamental technical analysis I've done here. So let's see what happens, traders. So I just wanted to show you that we're now live, down 10 pips at the moment, but let's see what happens. Thank you, traders, and I'll catch you real soon. Take care. Well, good evening traders and welcome to TradesFX. It is Thursday the 21st of March 2024 and the time is just turned 20 to 8 p.m. UK time. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Just a short video here, just a bit of trade management, really just catching up on a trade that I shot videos for leading up to this one, which you will have already have watched now. And traders, I want to show you where we are now. It's just phenomenal when you have a system in place, how when things can go right for you, they can go very right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So last night, you watched me show you live, okay, recorded live, that we were, we'd been triggered in this trade here. Let me fatten this up. I'm on the hourly chart of the Swiss franc Japanese yen. Do you remember? This is the pair that I very rarely trade. Liked the pattern, liked the sentiment, thought, knew there was a meeting coming up, knew there was some news coming up, and based on everything that I saw technically, sentimentally and fundamentally, everything pointed to the downside, okay? And look at what's happened. So as you can see here, guys, I've got my alert, okay? We had my alert that price, if you remember, up here, this is the bar, this pin bar here. Let me get my arrow. And I'm going to fatten this up. Let's get rid of this now. I can get rid of this, can't I? Okay, let's get rid of that. So let me just fatten this up. So it was this pin bar in here. This is where we was last night. This bar had just started to form. Okay, and it was this pin bar right here. Let me just, don't know why, that's better. That pin bar right there, okay, that had formed and this bar had just started to form. And this is where I said, if you remember, I placed a line just under the market and I wanted price to come down and take me in. Well, look at this trade as price pushed up, double topped, and then we got the news this morning. Bam. Okay. Absolute stonker of a trade. And of course, I've already taken off 50% of the trade. If you go back to the earlier part of the trade, you will see that the lot size was double this figure. So I have taken off 50% of the trade. Where did I take it off? Well, right at the bottom. So there's my level there, which says to take it off. That was my alert. Okay, and that came really quickly after this alert up here, because this is an hourly bar, guys, and within 1 hour, okay, price push through my entry and push through my first target. So I took off 50% down here. If I hover over the blue, you can see the little blue tick. There it is. Can you see? Just coming up just around here. Every time I hover. That's where I took off 50%. It was I can't even, well, let's have a look. How many pips was that? I can't even remember now. It was somewhere down, some 150, 160 odd pips. Fantastic trade. Now, sometimes news goes in your direction. Sometimes news will go against you. I've got another trade, okay, where the news has actually gone against me, and I'll shoot that and I'll post that up to YouTube. But I just wanted to show you how amazing it is when you get the situation. Now, I'm still in this trade. I've taken off 50%. For 150, 160 pips. You remember that from what I shot in the video. So the question, and I've also, if you look here, I've also brought my stop to break even. I've just thought this is such a good, strong trade now that price could actually really easily, quite easily rebound. Because these panic moves here, this is fear, okay? And sometimes when the market settles and the economists and all the people who look at the markets, who analyse the markets, have another look at the situation, sometimes I think, well, actually, there was no need for this down move. Sorry about that flash in there. Still don't know what that is. And price can actually very quickly rebound. So I've taken 50% off and I've protected the position. What's all that's left for me to do now is to close this, is to remove this. And also that was an alert. So let's get rid of that. So now we're looking for this trade down here. We're looking for the second half of the position to go down and take in another 100 odd pips and just make this a beautiful, beautiful trade. But traders, you watch me record this live. You watch me tell you the reasons technically for me wanting to get in this chart. You watch me pinpoint what I saw as exhaustion. You watch me, where's it gone? Oops. Let me just get it back. You watch me talk about this manipulation in here. Do you remember? I was talking about the fact that we took out the shorts, we took out the longs with this bar, and we took out a lot of the shorts with this bar, only for then price to be pushed down. So, let me ask you something. If you're aware that this kind of manipulation goes on in the market, does that not make you better armed to avoid being taken in or out by these types of, manipulation? This has worked to our T. I can't lose in this trade. I've made 150 odd pips on half of this position, and even if price comes back up and takes me out, I'm up. We're good. Okay? So that's part of the things. This is part of what I teach you in my classes, guys. What to look out for around news, what to look out for when price gets into important levels. And this kind of thing's typical. It's not unusual. It's just that you've got to know what you're looking for. And I've given you a little insight into what I look for and when I look to get in. So traders, I'm going to leave it there. I've been on 6 minutes. Let's see what happens now with the trade. I'll keep you informed. It really is now just a case of just letting it ride and seeing what happens. You know, if it goes against me, it goes against me. If price does come back up here, okay, and I look and things still look bearish to me, I might well take another shot at a short, because, you know, I don't believe this down move is yet over. Remember I said we could be somewhere down here. Okay, so let's see what happens, traders. Thanks for sticking in, and I'll catch you soon. Take care, traders.